everyone, and welcome to Nimisha Audiobooks. Srimad Bhagwad Geeta, Chapter 17, Shraddha Traya Vibhagyo, the Yoga explaining three types of faith. Arjun said, O Krishna, what is the position of those that neglects the rule of the Vedas, yet worship with faith? Is such worship considered to be in the mode of goodness, passion, or ignorance? Bhagwan Sri Krishna replied, the faith of the embodied living beings is of three types: goodness, passion, and ignorance. That faith arises from their own nature, from impressions of previous lives. Please hear about this. O Bharat, according to their consciousness, all living beings develop a particular type of faith. Indeed, a person is made of his faith. Those in goodness worship the demigods, those in passion worship the ancestors and demoniac forces, and those in ignorance worship ghosts. Out of pride and egotism, those who are ignorant undergo severe austerities that have no basis in the Vedas. Driven by lust, ambition, and the desire for power, they torture the body, and thus they also torture me, who resides within the body. Know that such persons are of the nature of asurs. The food that people enjoy, as well as the methods of sacrifice, austerity, and charity, are also of three types. Listen now about the distinctions between them. Food that increases one's life, energy, strength, health, happiness, and satisfaction, that is succulent, fatty, wholesome, and appealing, is dear to those in the mode of goodness. Food that is too bitter, too sour, too salty, too hot, too pungent, too dry, and creates a burning sensation within, causes pain, sorrow, and disease. Such food is dear to those in the mode of passion. Food that is stale, tasteless, foul smelling, rotten, left by others, and unfit for sacrifice is dear to those in the mode of ignorance. Sacrifices that are resolutely performed according to Vedic injunction by those who have no desire for any personal gain are said to be in the mode of goodness. However, O best of the Bharat dynasty, those sacrifices that are performed out of pride and with selfish intent should be considered to be in the mode of passion. That sacrifice which disregard Vedic rules, where no food is given in charity, which is without the chanting of proper mantras and without charity to the Brahmans, such a sacrifice is faithless and in the mode of ignorance. Proper physical austerity consists of worshipping the Supreme, the Brahmans, the spiritual master, and the wise, as well as purity, sincerity, celibacy, and non-violence. Truthful speech that does not disturb others, which is pleasing and beneficial, as well as the recitation of the Vedas, this is known as verbal austerity. Mental austerity is said to be peace of mind, gentleness, silence, self-control, and purity of heart. When these three types of austerity are taken up with strong faith by one who is strict and who is without selfish motivation, they are said to be in the mode of goodness. Austerities that are performed with pride in order to achieve prestige, name, and fame are said to be in the mode of passion. The results of such austerities are unstable and temporary. Austerities performed out of foolishness that inflict pain on oneself and others are said to be in the mode of ignorance. Charity that is given without any expectation of reward at a proper place at an auspicious time to a qualified recipient with the mentality that it should be given is in the mode of goodness. However, charity that is given reluctantly, which is expectation of return and with a selfish desire for results, is in the mode of passion. Charity that is given with disdain at the wrong time and place to an unworthy beneficiary is said to be in the mode of ignorance. The three words Om Tat Sat are described by the Vedas to represent the absolute truth. In ancient times, the Brahmins, the Vedas, and the process of sacrifice were manifested from these three words. Thus, those that seek the Supreme always chant the syllable Om. When they commence sacrifices given in the charity, perform austerities, and undertake other activities prescribed in the Vedas. By uttering the word Tat, those that aspire for liberation perform various types of sacrifices, austerities, and charity without the selfish desire to enjoy the results. The word Sat indicates the nature of the Absolute as well as the sadhus that seek him. Therefore, O Parth, the word Sat is uttered during all virtuous activities. Steadiness in the performance of sacrifices, austerities, and charity is known as Sat. Any activity that is performed for the Supreme is known as Sat. O Parth, any sacrifice, austerity, charity, or activity that is performed without faith is known as Asat, false. Such activities bear no auspicious result in this world or the next. Om Tat Sat. Thus ends chapter 17 entitled Shrad Traya Vibhag Yoga from the conversation between Sri Krishna and Arjun in the Upanishad known as Srimad Bhagwad Geeta, the Yoga Shastra of divine knowledge from the Bhishma Parv of Mahabharata, the literature revealed by Vyasa in 100,000 verses. Thank you.